Good evening and welcome. Tonight we begin our quiet journey within the walls of a Caribbean courtyard. It is just after dawn. The sky glows with the softest amber light, and the island air is cool and still. Not silent, but quiet. You may hear the hushed song of banana quits, a rooster in the distance, and the gentle creak of a wooden gate slowly opening. This is not a place of dramatic events. There are no great battles here, no declarations, no kings or parliaments, only slow rhythms, small enduring gestures, and the tender echoes of daily life. Scene 1. The courtyard awakens. In this courtyard, enclosed by walls made of coral stone and faded lime wash, the day begins not with rush, but with ritual. The light is gold but not yet warm. It drips down through palm fronds and onto the stone paving, leaving long dappled shadows between the morning dew. Potted ferns line the corners. A sleeping dog rises, stretches once, and settles again. Someone lifts a wooden shutter with slow care. It creaks and clacks against the plaster. A thin line of smoke curls from the kitchen's charcoal pit. Scene 2, the first task, washing. Now we turn to a quiet task. A woman, perhaps named Elsie or Marianne, steps barefoot into the courtyard. She carries a woven basket balanced on one hip. Inside, white linen, pale cotton, a child's bonnet, a kitchen cloth. The stone basin is already full, water glimmering inside, collected from last night's rainfall in the cistern. She kneels. The cloth is dipped, wrung, beaten gently on a flat slab. The rhythm is slow and consistent, not harsh but meditative. The slap of fabric on stone, the soft gurgle of suds in the basin. Nearby, a chunk of lye soap rests on a folded cloth. Its scent, strong, clean, and oddly comforting, mingles with sea salt in the breeze. She hums quietly to herself. It's not a song you'd know, a folk tune that never found its way to books or printed lines. It floats and fades. Scene 3. Swaying linens and soft breezes. Once each piece has been washed and rinsed, it is wrung with firm, practiced hands and hung on a line that stretches from post to post across the courtyard. The cloth catches the breeze, a long sleeve dances gently. The lace edge of a headscarf trembles and stills. These are simple objects, everyday things. But under this sky, they become something else entirely. A gallery of ghost-like sails, fluttering slowly, like the breath of the courtyard itself. The woman steps back, arms crossed, watching them. The sun climbs imperceptibly. Light filters now in through the mango tree. A tree planted decades ago, whose roots now nudge the courtyard stones gently apart. Its leaves rustle like distant whispers. Scene 4. Neighbors and passing moments. A soft voice calls from beyond the wall. A neighbor, asking after a borrowed pan, or perhaps bringing news of a calf born overnight. The women speak with unhurried familiarity. There is no urgency here, no great business to attend to. As they talk, a boy walks across the courtyard. He's barefoot, yawning, still half dreaming. In one hand, he holds a carved toy, perhaps a little horse or a boat. He does not interrupt them. Instead, he sits near the corner where a hibiscus blooms, deep red petals unfolding like a sigh. Scene 5. The Forgotten Corners. Look closer now, at the forgotten edges of the courtyard. There is a rusted bucket beneath a stairwell, a hand broom leaning against a faded doorway, a sandal missing its twin. All quiet witnesses to years of repetition, all touched by sun, wind, and salt over and over again. This place has known rainstorms, births, quiet tears, laughter under mango trees, the sounds of lullabies sung into dusk. And here, even now, the courtyard remembers. Scene 6. The heat arrives. It is late morning now. The air begins to thicken. A warm weight, not unpleasant. The linen, once soaked, now dries in patches. A chicken clucks softly under the eaves. The woman returns once more, lifts each piece with a gentle tug. She folds it slowly, piece by piece. The courtyard begins to empty again, not abruptly, but like the tide, flowing in, flowing out. Soon, it will be time for rest, for midday stillness. But for now, the basin is emptied, the line is clear, and the courtyard breathes. Closing of chapter 1. And so ends the morning. No war, no legend, only water, linen, stone, light and breath. A reminder that history is not always grand. Sometimes it is simply a woman rinsing cloth beneath a mango tree as the morning sun folds slowly across the earth. Let us pause here. Let your breath match the rhythm of the wind and prepare to drift slowly into the next chapter.
Scene 1. The approach of noon. The morning has passed almost without notice. The sun is now high. Its light is no longer golden, but white and almost still. Shadows contract beneath the overhangs. The courtyard stones radiate with a slow, growing warmth. Somewhere in the distance, a door clicks shut. The last small chore is done. Now begins the slowest time of day. A pause, a breath. When the island itself seems to fall silent, resting beneath the weight of sun and sky. Scene 2. The hammock waiting. In one quiet corner of the courtyard, a simple hammock is strung between two shaded pillars. Its fabric is coarse cotton, striped in faded reds and ochres. One edge has frayed slightly and the rope sags just a little from long use. But it is comfortable, familiar, and waiting. The air here is warm but not stifling. A tamarind tree nearby offers a trembling shadow. Its leaves are small, delicate, and when the breeze moves through them, they sound like the soft brushing of paper, a hush made visible. Scene 3. Rest begins. A man enters the courtyard. He wears a loose shirt rolled at the sleeves and trousers tied with a length of cloth. His pace is unhurried. He wipes his hands with a square of linen, then sets it aside. He doesn't speak. No one does. Midday rest is understood, a habit shaped by sun and time. He lowers himself into the hammock with practiced ease, not too fast, lest it swing too sharply. The rope groans a little, then settles. He shifts once, twice, finds the curve that holds his back just right, and breathes out, deep and slow. Scene 4, stillness in motion. The hammock sways, barely, just enough to feel the difference between movement and stillness. It creaks softly with each breath. A rhythm emerges, not quite regular, but familiar. In the trees above, two doves perch close together. They do not sing, only blink and preen and wait. Insects move quietly along the courtyard floor. A small green lizard darts over a sun-warmed stone, then disappears beneath a shutter. All of this happening slowly, without hurry, without notice. Scene 5, wandering thoughts. The man's eyes are closed now, but he is not yet asleep. Instead, his mind drifts, not with dream, but with memory. He recalls the sound of his mother's cooking pot, the tap-tap of a spoon on the rim. He remembers the cool feel of river water around his ankles as a boy, catching frogs with a brother long gone. He sees the pattern of stars from nights slept beneath the sky, back when the hammock was newer, and his back did not ache. These thoughts are not sharp. They do not tug or pull. They float like the air around him, like the hammock swaying. Scene 6, the quiet of others. Though it seems empty, the courtyard is not alone. Behind one shutter, a child naps. Their breath is light, even, unbroken. Beneath the eaves, a cat sleeps in a patch of light. Its ears flick now and then, but it does not wake. Someone hums gently from the far kitchen, a lullaby or a tune remembered from her mother's tongue. The world is not silent, but its sounds are soft, layered, safe. Scene 7, texture and time. Zoom in closer still to the weave of the hammock, where tiny frays reveal the years, to the stone beneath it, cracked just slightly by roots below, to the little beads of sweat at the man's brow, glistening, then disappearing into sun-warmed skin. Everything here is weathered, not worn down, but lived in. This courtyard does not try to impress. It simply endures, it listens, it holds, it rests. Scene 8, drift to sleep. Now the man's breathing deepens, his chest rises, though falls. The line between memory and sleep begins to blur. No dreams yet, just the warm dark behind his eyes, the gentle push of air across his arms, the sway, the rope, the sky. Time flattens here. There is no next, only now, and now is rest. Scene 9, time slips gently by. Minutes pass, perhaps an hour. No one marks it. The sun does not rush its journey. Shadows shift so slowly, it seems they do not move at all. The light changes color slightly. The white of noon becomes the cream of afternoon. Soon it will slide toward the golden hush of evening, but not yet. Now is still. Closing of chapter 2. And so, beneath a tamarind tree, in a courtyard shaded by time and stone, a man sleeps. Not deeply, not fitfully, just enough. This is rest as it was, before screens, before schedules, before the noise of clocks and cars and blinking lights. This is rest that belongs to the sun, to the breath, to the weight of your own body in a gently swinging cradle. Let us stay here a little longer, then breathe with him until the wind returns. And the courtyard stirs once again,